In part one, I talked about finally making the decision to get help with my shy bladder. In part two, I shared the plan I put together for myself. But then came the most important part. I had to do the doing. One of the things I'd learned from the secret social phobia was that I could practice graduated exposure on my own. So when I went to Las Vegas, that's exactly what I did. I practiced like crazy. And when I say I practiced a lot, I mean I practiced a lot. From early in the morning until late at night, I fluid loaded. I practiced graduated exposure. I did a lot of breath holding. And as I mentioned in part two, if you're considering breath holding, please check with your doctor first. Bathroom after bathroom, attempt after attempt. Some successful, some were what I call non-judgmental no-goes. And I just kept going. But something else was starting to happen during this time. I was beginning to see the role that thought was playing in my experience of shy bladder. I wasn't trying to change my thoughts. I wasn't trying to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. I just started noticing them. I started noticing the stories I was creating. Who's in the bathroom? What are they thinking? What if I can't go? What happens if someone comes in? And instead of automatically getting caught up in those thoughts, I started becoming more an observer of them. And as I did that, something changed. Those thoughts started to have less power over me, and my experience started getting better. By the end of those 4 days, I was actually looking for more difficult situations. I was almost curious whether I could find a situation where I couldn't go, just to see what would happen. Think about how different that was for me. I'd spent most of my life terrified of not being able to pee in a public restroom, and now I was almost looking for a chance to fail. And then not long after that, I did something that the old me would have thought was completely insane. I agreed to be filmed peeing for the Pee Shy documentary. I'd spent almost 50 years worried about people knowing I couldn't pee in a public restroom, and now I was basically saying, sure, go ahead and film me peeing, knowing that someday thousands, tens of thousands, maybe millions of people could potentially see it. Who really knows? Now, I didn't magically recover in 4 days, and my journey certainly didn't end in Vegas, but I'd started to see what was possible. Looking back at these three videos, first I made the decision to get help. Then I found a plan that made sense for me. And then I did the doing, a lot of doing. Your path may look completely different from mine. I'm simply sharing what worked for me because I want you to know that change is possible. I'm Michael Hurd, the Shy Bladder Coach. Thanks for watching.